able to attend, I'm just recording the session for the coaching process that we are talking about. So people who have not joined can also go through that at a later stage. Now heading back to the coaching process, again, this is my view. If someone has a different view, that is perfectly okay by me. It's just something I understand and I'm trying to present from my point of view. So how does the coaching process work? The foundation for any relationship is first trust, right? So establishing trust is core to the coaching as well. So, and this happens throughout the process. It's not just at the beginning or at the end or somewhere. Throughout the coaching relationship, establishing trust is required. But right at the beginning of the conversation, it is important for us to understand and help the client understand the importance of maintaining confidentiality. As coaches, we should help them remember and be reminded of the confidentiality. Whatever is discussed in the coaching session needs to stay with the coach and coachee. That is very important to be remembered. The coaching session starts with establishing coaching agreement. In that, essentially, we talk about 4 things. We talk about what is the focus of the session, what is the outcome the client wants to look for, why it is important, what is the motivation for that particular situation to be discussed in that conversation, and how would they know they are getting the outcome that they are looking for, the measurement criteria or the success criteria for the outcome. That is the second step. Now the third step is about looking at the current situation, means establishing the current state, which means that we are looking to help them explore the situation, explore the impact to them as individuals, means we are going from what to the who of the person, and then refine the outcome if at all it is needed. Because many times what is stated as the problem is actually not the problem. And that is the intent of that. The next one is about exploring the possibilities. Here we look at what the client would ideally like to have happen, question or challenge their current thought process, current belief system that they carry, and explore new possibilities. Right? That is the next step. And the next step we are looking at, oops, okay, I think we went back a bit. Yeah. So the next step we are looking at is identifying the actions. So here we talk about what needs to change from a client's perspective for them to move from current state where they are to the outcome they want to achieve, and then look at what actions they can take for that to happen, what can be stopping them from achieving that or implementing those actions, and what support they would need, right? And the last one would be about establishing the learnings. That means we will talk to the clients about understanding and helping them understand what are the key learnings they got from the session and how they would apply those learnings in their other parts of their life, right? That is something. And then ask them to close and summarize the session, how the session went for them and what they learned from the session. So in a nutshell, that is how we are looking at the overall coaching process. If somebody is pretty new to coaching, you can always get into a lot of detail, but if you look at the file that I shared, you will get more better understanding of how the coaching flow needs to happen. I've put the success criteria or competency assessment based on the flow of coaching. So that should give you a good indication of how the coaching should happen. Any thoughts anyone wants to share, additionally, or any comments, any questions? That should be perfectly okay. Anyone wants to share anything?
Hi Nivruti, Sunil here.
Yes,
Yeah, the coaching is only one-on-one or in the group coaching. So in the group coaching, what we do, should we keep the confidentiality there also, and how it goes?
Okay, so when you talk about group or team coaching, it depends on whether what you are coaching them for. And again, what happens in that team remains in that team. So it's about what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right? Until unless there is no clear, permission given by the individuals or the teams, it has to stay within that boundary of that discussion and the stakeholders that you are discussing with. It doesn't change whether it is a group of 10 people, 1 people, or 1 person, or 100 people.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I share the file again. I hope everybody got the file. I've shared it again. So if any other questions or any comments from anyone before I put people
Just
in.
one point.
Yes.
This is Zahir. The point of trust is very important, as you rightly mentioned at the beginning. But somewhere I feel that respect, earning the respect, will also be the key.
Yes. So trust, when you talk about trust, right? I think I have a 1-hour video on my YouTube channel about how to develop trust and what is involved. So trust essentially involves credibility, reliability, and intimacy. And credibility and reliability cannot be built without, either respecting your client or the client respecting you. Without mutual respect, that cannot happen. So respect is an integrated element within the trust development process as a whole.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you, Nivarti. Well said. Thank you.
Yes, Matt.
Yeah, one of the things I really like about this opportunity, Nivarti, is that very similar to our client engagements, this is the first time that most of us are meeting one another. So being able to establish trust rapidly in just a few minutes so that we could practice coaching is really good, practice for me with other clients, as I don't have all the context and history together with them.
Yeah, absolutely right, Matt. You hit the nail on the head. That's perfectly correct. Okay, any other points from anyone? Otherwise, we will create breakout rooms. I'm looking at total participants are 21. So, or 20, someone dropped off. So we'll have 6 rooms or 7 rooms created. And let me. Okay. How should we go about this? So should we let participants choose the room, or we want it to be assigned? How would we like to do it?
Assigned is okay.
Yeah, but we choosing may be a bit chaotic. It will take time. So.
Okay, let me assign people then. And I'm not doing with any personal interest. It is just randomly I'll pick people and put them there. Okay.
Nivarti, including me, few of the people did not receive that file. So have you shared that link in the chat or what?
No, I shared the file in the chat. Let me share that again if you have not received it.
So including few, including me also. I could see some of the people message that they did not receive the file.
Sure. I did it 2 times. I'll do it again. No problem.
Thanks.
It is meant for people, so that's absolutely fine.
I think people who have joined in mobile didn't get it.
It looks like, yes.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good RCA done.
That's a quick RCA done. Thank you for someone whoever did that. But yeah, that's a good RCA.
So, but I have sent you my email. You can send that file to me after the session also. It's fine.
Sure, that's okay. I'll put it on a share drive somewhere and I'll post the link. Anyone wants to use it, you can always take it from there.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, wonderful. So let me, in one room, I have assigned 4 people because it's about 20 people. So you can go ahead and start your conversations. what we will also do is the time I'm keeping is for 8:15. So 20 minutes or 30 minutes. So you can do 2 sessions of 10 minutes each and have a 5-minute, observation session, observation or feedback provided. Would that be okay with everyone? Yeah. Okay, wonderful. So the room should be...
Nivrati, can you reframe like what is the purpose of all these 25 minutes?
Okay, so the purpose is in each room there are 3 people. One person can play the role of a coach. The second person would be coachee. The third person would be a observer. 10 minutes coaching session. After that, 5 minutes for feedback to be shared by the observer and of course the coach and the coachee. Then you shift the roles. So another person can become coach. Probably observer can become a coachee, or however you want to make it happen. So it changes, and then you have another 10-minute session. Again, if a particular situation needs 20 minutes, I will let the group decide how you want to, manage yourself. Ideally, we would like to have 2 sessions, but if the situation warrants that a 20-minute conversation is required to help the client, because client is our paramount for us, so you can go ahead and do it as you feel so. Is that clear with everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Anybody has? Okay, I saw only 2 people in one room. Let me move one person from here to another room. Okay, the room should be open now.